Hi students, welcome to Gauri Smart channel. You are watching Gauri Smart channel. I am Gauri Shankar. So today we are going to discuss about progressions concept. So in this new chapters, in this new textbook, the syllabus is very limited. But compared to old syllabus, the syllabus is very vast. So we are discussing new syllabus and old syllabus. Definitely we have to cover each and everything about the topic, because so this IIIT is going to write SSC students and CBSE students, ICSE students, all students are writing. So we should know the syllabus of the all classes. So that's what. So we have to study each and everything about progressions. So that's what I am going to explain each and everything in progressions. Now let us start. So before going to start the lesson, you have to do one thing, that is give a small like to this video. Now let us start. Progressions concept. So first one, sequence. What is sequence? Sequence is a order of numbers or some group of numbers or some collection of numbers. That is only sequence. So sequence is nothing but the group of numbers or the collection of numbers is called sequence. Example, let us consider 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and so on. This is what? This is prime number sequence. This is what? Prime number sequence. Now I will give you one more. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. This is what? This is odd number sequence. This is odd number sequence. If I say 2, 4, 6, like that if I write 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on, this is even number sequence. So sequence is a group of some numbers or some collection of numbers which follows some definition or some rule or some category or some important structure we can say. So that is called sequence. So some sequences will follow formulas or structures or definitions, some sequences may not. So for example, let us see 1, 2, 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 3, 5, 3 plus 5, 8, 5 plus 8, 13. So this is, it is not having any definition or it is not having any important formula like that. So it is a general sequence. So like that we can say some sequences will follow some formula or some definition or some structure, but some sequences will not follow. So the main definition is the number of numbers, means a group of numbers or collection of numbers is called sequence. Now coming to series. In the sequence, what are the numbers you are writing? If you add or if you subtract, these are all numbers, then this is called series. Means the sum of the terms in sequence, is called series. The sum or difference of the terms in a sequence is called series. Example, let us consider this odd number sequence. If I write 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus and so on, this is odd number series. 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus and so on. This is even number series. If I say 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 and so on, this is prime number series. So like that we can say. Now our main definition, progressions. Progressions means except first term, the remaining all terms are followed by some definition or some formula or some structure. That is the condition, some condition. Then that sequence is called progression. In a sequence, except first term, the remaining all terms are getting some fixed formula or some following some fixed formula or some structure. That is called progression. So example we know very well. So this progression is three types. One is arithmetic progression, geometrical progression, harmonic progression. So in our new syllabus, harmonic progression is not there, but in this lesson, so we are going to learn some basics, not full. So some basics only we will learn. Now, arithmetic progression. So first one is arithmetic progression. What is meant by arithmetic progression? For example, let us take 2, 5, 8, 11, 14 and so on. So in this sequence, except first term, the remaining all numbers are getting by adding 3 to the previous number. See here, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 3, 14. Means except first term, the remaining all terms are getting by adding its preceding number some fixed value, some fixed number. Then the sequence is called, then the progression is called arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. So whatever the number first we are writing, that is called leading coefficient, leading term or first term, leading term or first term, that will be A. Whatever the number you are adding to the preceding numbers, that is called fixed number. That is also fixed number is also called as common difference. Common difference. So this is A, means this is A plus D, this is A plus 2D, and this is A plus 3D, so, and so on, like that. So like that, if you write, the last term must be A plus n minus 1 into D. So this is, see here, in the first term there is no D value, in the second term 1D is there, in the third term 2D is there. So third term 2D is there, fourth term 3D is there, sixth term 5D is there. So nth term n minus 1D will be there. So this is the formula for AN is equal to, means nth term in arithmetic progression AP. We can say arithmetic progression as AP. So the nth term in AP is AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. The nth term in AP is AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. This is the nth term in AP. Nth term in AP. Now we are going to discuss two things are there: finite arithmetic progression, infinite arithmetic progression. If you take limited number of sequence terms in arithmetic progression, then that is called finite arithmetic progression. If you take infinite terms, then that is called infinite arithmetic progression. Now in this finite arithmetic progression, we will have, so up to n terms only, up to n terms only. So that's what we are going to find sum of the n terms, sum of the n terms. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into, so 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula. So how you get this formula means, first A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, like that you write up to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now you write in the reverse order, A plus n minus 1 into D, A plus n minus 2 into D, like that up to D, up to A you write. So you add these two, then you will get this formula, Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D. Now this can be sorted, this can be classified as, see, this can be written as A plus A n minus 1 into D. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into, so A, this is the last term in the arithmetic progression, because limited we are taking finite, last term. So last term in the starting letter L, so I can take plus L. So if you know the first term, if you know the last term, we can find using this formula, we can find the sum very easily. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into A plus L. Sn is equal to n by 2 into A plus L. So this is the first term and last term. If you know very well, then you can easily find. Now common difference, we forgot that one. Common difference is nothing but A2 minus A1. A2 minus A1. So if you subtract one term to preceding number, so then you will get the common difference. Common difference. Next we will go for last term. See here, A, B, C and so on, so many terms are there. So we want last term from the last term. So P is the term, P is the term which is last from the AP, means I want, means that is, that formula is A n minus P plus 1. So that is AN. If you think this is AN, so A plus n minus 1, n minus P plus 1 minus 1, n minus 1 into D. So minus 1 plus 1 cancel, then you will get A plus n minus P into D. So this is the formula. So I will explain this is very clearly for you. 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on 99. See here, 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on 99. So how many numbers are there? 50 numbers are there. Here how many numbers are there? 50 odd numbers I have written. Now I want 48 odd number. I want 48 odd numbers. Means from the last, that is the third one. Find the third term from the last. Find the third third term from the last. So here p value is 3, n value is 50. So substitute here 50 minus 3 plus 1. So third term from the last means 50 minus 3 plus 1. 50 minus 3 is 47, 47 plus 1 48. So from the last term 48. So substitute here 1, n minus b, n value is 50, p value is 3 into d, d value is 1, sorry d value is 2. Now 1, 50 minus 3 means 47 into 2. So 47 2s are 2 7s are 14, 1 2 4s are 8, 9 plus 1. So that is 95. So see here 99 this previous number, 97 this previous number, 95. See I got the 95, I got the 9 from the last third term from the last. Third term from the last means 1 2 3. So third term is 95. We also got 95. So like this we can be using this formula. PA n minus p plus 1 is nothing but you remember this one only, simply a plus n minus p into d, a plus n minus p into d. Next, now we are going to discuss arithmetic means. Arithmetic means. See here, arithmetic means if a comma x comma b are in AP, if a comma x comma b are in AP, then x is called arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean. So if a comma b, x comma b are in AP, then x is called arithmetic mean of this ABC. Arithmetic mean of ABC. How you get? X is equal to a plus b by 2. A plus b by 2. So this is the most very important formula. So x is equal to a plus b by 2. Now, if only a comma b are there, then arithmetic mean am is equal to a plus b by 2. If 2 terms only there, then we can say a plus b by 2. If 3 terms are there, a comma b comma c are in AP, then arithmetic mean is equal to a plus b plus c by 3. That's nothing but sum of the observations by number of the observations. If n terms are there, a plus b plus c plus and so on, n by n. So that is the formula for arithmetic mean. Now, next, most very important concept I am saying, and short calls also. See here, a comma x1, x2, x3 and so on b. Between a and b, if there are n terms are there, n arithmetic means are there. Between a and b, if anything is there means that is arithmetic mean. If a and b, between a and b, if n arithmetic means are there, then common difference is d is equal to b minus a by n plus 1. You remember this one, very very important. So d is equal to b minus a by n plus 1. So this year in triple IT definitely this formula will be given. So if a and b, between a and b, if n arithmetic means are there, then what is the common difference d? So they will ask you have to choose this answer, b minus a by n plus 1. Definitely this problem will be given, and today test also I am going to give this formula, most very important. So d is equal to b minus a by n plus 1. So between a and b, if n arithmetic means are there, then common difference is b minus a by n plus 1. Now what are the middle numbers are there, that sum we want, the sum of the middle terms, the sum of the middle terms, the sum of the middle n terms is n by 2 into a plus b. So the sum of these all terms is nothing but n by 2 into a plus b. So now I am going to explain. So these two formulas are most very clearly, easily for your better understanding, because if I am writing formulas, this is very difficult to you, because you are new to know these formulas, because this is a old syllabus, but this is the most very important. Now I am going to explain in briefly. Now see, listen, 2 and 22. Between 2 and 22, there are 4 terms are there. There are 4 terms. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Between 2 and 22 there are 4 arithmetic means are there. Then find the common difference. They are asking. Now what is the formula I told? What is the common difference? B minus A by n plus 1. So B minus A means 22 minus 2 by n value is 4. So 4 plus 1. That is equal to 22 minus 2 how much? 20 by 5. 5 ones are 5 fours are. So common difference I got 4. Common difference how much? 4. So now if you know common difference, if you know the starting term, you know the remaining terms. So 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 4 14, 14 plus 4 18, 18 plus 4 22. So we got the arithmetic 4 terms. Now so this formula I understand using this example. Now using this numbers only I have to understand this concept. What is this n? The sum of the arithmetic means, the sum of the n arithmetic means which are between A and B, Now using this one S4, 4 times only na, so 4 by 2 into 2 plus 22. So 4 by 2 means 2, 2 into 24. So that is 48. 2 24s are 48. Now if you add these 4 numbers you will get 48. See here. 18 plus 4 22, 22 plus 10 32, 32 plus 10 42, 42 plus 6 48. So I got the 48. So for that purpose I have explained this example. Now you are easily understanding this concept. If you don't understand, once again see the video and rewatch the video, then you can easily understand. Once again watch this video. Now again arithmetic means we have to know some formulas, very important. For example, if 3 arithmetic means are there, that is A minus D, A plus D we have to take. If 3 arithmetic means are there, find the A value or find the D value they will say. So we have to take like this. If 3 arithmetic means are there, then common difference is D. Common difference is D. If 5 arithmetic means are there, if 5 arithmetic terms are there, so you have to take 5 arithmetic terms means A minus D, A plus D, A plus 3D, A minus 2D. This is a 4. If 4 arithmetic terms are there, if 3 means this one, 4 means this one. So here common difference is 2D. Common difference is 2D. If 4 arithmetic terms are there, then you have to take this one. They will ask, the sum of the 4 arithmetic terms are 32. Then find the A value. So 4 arithmetic means if you add DD cancel, 4A is equal to 32, A is equal to 32 by A is equal to 32 by 4. So 4 ones are 4, 8 are 32. So like that we can do very well. Now if 5 arithmetic means are there, means A plus D, A plus 2D. Here A minus D and A minus 2D. So you have to take here common difference is D. If 5 arithmetic means are there or 5 arithmetic terms are there, so we don't know the value, find the A value they will ask. See here, if 5 arithmetic means are there, that value is 30, find the first term they will ask. If the sum of the 5 arithmetic means or sum of the 5 arithmetic terms is 32, find the A value. We should know D value for finding A value. If you know this one, you can easily find. So if you add this all, 2D, D, 2D cancel, 5A is equal to 30 because A plus A plus A plus A, so 30, A is equal to 6, 5, 6 that is 6. So for that purpose we can easily do these sums like this. Next. So arithmetic progression has successful grandly. So now we are going to discuss about geometrical mean. So geometrical mean means, first I will give the example, then I will ask you. So here except the first term, the remaining all terms are getting by multiplying a fixed number to its preceding number. Except the first number, the remaining all numbers are getting by multiplying a fixed number to its preceding number. Then the progression is called geometrical progression. See here, 2 is there. How I got 6? Multiplying 3. So 2 3s are 6. 6 3s are 18. 18 3s are 54. 54 3s are 160. 2. So like that I will get. So here what is the first term is that is called leading term or starting term or first term. And what are the remaining terms I am getting, those are the terms in GP. And here 6 by 2 if I do, that is means 3, 18 by 6 means that is 3, and 54 by 18 that is 3. So that is called common difference. R is equal to A2 by A1. So A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on. So R is equal to A2 by A1. So here if I write A, so I am multiplying with the R, AR square, AR cube and so on. And the final nth term A into R power n minus 1. So A into R power n minus 1, that is AN, nth term in GP. So nth term in GP is AN is equal to A into R power n minus 1. So here A is first term and R is a common ratio. Now we have to know the infinite terms and geometrical means, and before that one, if there are the sum of the all terms is there, sum of the all terms in geometrical progression, then we want formula. So Sn is equal to, we don't have in our new syllabus, but in old syllabus and some remaining syllabuses it is there. So Sn is equal to A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1. Here if R is greater than 1, if R is greater than 1, then Sn is equal to A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1. This is the formula. Sum of the n terms in GP. Sum of the n terms in GP. Again, Sn is equal to A into 1 minus R power n by 1 minus R. Here R is less than 1. R is less than 1. If R value means common ratio, if I divide this one and this one, see here I am getting 6 by 2 means 2 ones are 2 threes are. So here R value is greater than 1. So sometimes 2 by 6 means 1 by 3, R value is less than 1. So at that time I have to use sum of the n terms means A into 1 minus R power 1 by 1 minus R. This is the formula. And also sometimes if R is equal to 1, then in that condition AN. If R is equal to 1, it is predefined. Sn is equal to A into n if R is equal to 1. So these are the three formulas in geometrical progression, the sum of the n terms. And also one more here is there, infinite terms. So there are infinite terms. Here also finite terms, infinite terms are there. If you count the terms, number of countable terms are there, then that is called finite geometrical progression. If the countable numbers are there, then that is called infinite number of terms. Now infinite number of terms are there, that is S infinity. S infinity is equal to A by 1 minus R. Here modulus R is less than 1 always. Modulus R is less than 1. So S infinity is equal to A by 1 minus R. S infinity is equal to A by 1 minus R. So sum of the infinite terms in GP. Sum of the infinite terms in GP. Now we are going to discuss about geometrical mean. So what is geometrical mean means? See here, if A comma X comma B are in GP, then X is called geometrical mean. So geometric mean. If A comma X comma B are in GP, then X is called geometric mean. So here X can be written as X is equal to root AB. X is equal to root AB. If only A comma B are there in GP, so for the geometrical mean of A comma B, the geometrical mean of A comma B is root AB. Geometrical mean of ABC, that is cube root ABC. Geometrical mean of ABCD, that is fourth root ABCD. Geometrical mean of nth term, so nth root of A into B into C and so on n. So like that we can find the geometrical mean. Now again we are going to discuss about inserting geometrical mean. So in the arithmetic progression we have found how to find n terms in between A and B and what is the term. These are all we have found. Now here geometrical mean between A and B, if there are x1, x2, x3 like that, xn terms are there, then common ratio R is equal to B by A whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1. Between A and B, if there are n terms are there and geometrical means are there, then we can say that common ratio R is equal to B by A all to the power of 1 by n plus 1. The product of n terms AB all to the power of 1 by n. AB all to the power of 1 by n. So like that we can easily do, very easily. So between A and B, if n terms are there, then the product of the all terms, is nothing but AB all to the power of n by 2. AB all to the power of n by 2. So using this formula and this formula, we can find easily arithmetic means. Now how this is working, I will take example and I will say for you. See here, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. For example, between 1 and 32, there are 4 arithmetic means. There are 4 arithmetic means terms are there. Then find a common ratio and find the 4 terms they will ask. So how to do here? Common ratio is B by A all to the power of 1 by n plus 1. Here how many terms will be there? 4. So then 32 by 1 to all to the power of 1 by 4 plus 1. So 32 all to the power of 1 by 5. So this 32 can be written as 2 power 5 all to the power of 1 by 5. So 5 and 5 will get cancelled. So 2 is the common ratio. 2 is the common ratio. Now substitute here, 2 2s are 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So I got the answer. Now product of this arithmetic means, what is the formula? AB all to the power of n by 2. AB all to the power of n by 2. So here A means 1, B means 32, all to the power of n means 4 by 2. So 2 1s are 2 2s are, that is 32 square. That is 32 square. 2 2s are 4, 6 2s are 12, 1. So 1024, 1024. So if you multiply this 4, you will get 1024. See, 2 4s are 8, 8 8s are 64, 64 16s are 1024. So like that we can find the middle terms or fourth term or fifth term, like that whatever it may be. So you can easily find this middle term and last term, and also product of this all, and also common ratio. Next we are going to discuss about shortcuts in geometrical progression. So it is the last. So is there in this shortcuts we have to know the sum of the natural numbers, sum of the squares, sum of the cubes. These are all we have to know. So definitely you have to see the answers, each and everything. Now shortcuts. Sigma n is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. So that is nothing but sum of the n natural numbers, For example, 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus, 5. If I take this sum, if I want to add, so without adding only this formula we can do. So 5 into 6 by 2. 5 plus 1 6 by 2. 2 1s are 2 3s are. So 15 is the answer. 5 3s are 15. So 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 5 15. So like that you can add 50 numbers or 100 numbers or 10 numbers. So whatever it may be, you can add how many numbers you want. Some of the 100 natural numbers, some of the first 100 natural numbers is 5050. Some of the 10 numbers is 55. So like that we can add. Now this is for some of the squares of the first n natural numbers. Some of the squares of the first n natural numbers. So 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus and so on. So using this formula, n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. And this is for sum of the cubes of the n natural numbers, sum of the cubes of the first n natural numbers, 1 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube plus and so on. So this is the formula we can use. Now this is for sum of the even numbers, means 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus and so on. Sum of the first n even numbers. So that is n into n plus 1. For example, if I take this 3 only, 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 6, 12. So 3 numbers I am taking. So 3 into 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 3 4s are 12. So here also 12. I am getting correct answer. Now, sum of the first n odd numbers, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. How many numbers I am taking? 5. 5 square how much? 25. See, 5 square, 5 numbers I am taking, so 5 square 25 is the answer. If you add, you will get 25 also. 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 9, 18, 18 plus 7, 25. So, this is a very easy shortcut formula. That's what I am giving shortcuts. Now, sigma 1 means n, means 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus. How many times you will write? N. So, answer is n. Sigma 2 means, if we take 2 common, then 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus and so on, means 2n. Next, from 8 to 14, those are the most very important problems in arithmetic progression, geometrical progression and harmonic progression. Listen, very, very important. If you take any arithmetic progression, if you add a number to each and every term, then resultant is also arithmetic progression. I will say example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. This is a arithmetic progression. If I multiply, so if I add each and every term 3, then what I will get? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I add 3 to the each and every time, I am getting 4, 5, 6. This is also arithmetic progression. Again, if I take any arithmetic progression, if I subtract a fixed number, then the resulting arithmetic progression is, then the resulting sequence is also arithmetic progression. If I take a arithmetic progression, if I multiply with a fixed number, for example 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, arithmetic progression. If I multiply with 3, so 3 1s are 3 2s are 6, 3 4, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. So 3 6 9. This is also arithmetic progression. Means if I add, if I subtract, if I multiply, if I divide, so whatever it may be, if I do, then the resulting is also arithmetic progression. Now, coming to geometrical progression. If you take any geometrical progression, if you multiply with any number, the resulting sequence is also geometrical progression. And if you take any geometrical progression, if you divide with a fixed number, then the resultant is also a geometrical progression. And also one more thing, if you take any geometrical progression, each and every time, if you take a same power, same exponent, then the resultant is also geometrical progression. For example, I will say you, so 2, 4, 8, 16. So, this everything I am taking power 3. So, 2 cube, 4 cube, 8 cube, 16 cube. So, this is also geometrical progression. Next, reciprocals of geometrical progression is also a geometrical progression. If I take a geometrical progression, this each and every time I am making reciprocals, then that is also geometrical progression. Next, if x, y, z are in AP, then k power x, k power y, k power z, those must be in GP. Those must be in GP. This is, you have to remember, most very important. This type of problems will be coming in our exam. Next, the mth term of in AP is equal to the nth term of AP. If the mth term of AP is equal to the nth term of AP, then a m plus n means m plus nth term is 0. Clearly, I will say 7th term is equal to 3rd term, or 7th term is equal to the 13th term, then a 20 term is 0, 20th term is 0. So, according to this formula, 7th term is equal to the 13th term of AP, then what will be 0? 7 plus 13 how much? 20. So, 20 term is 0. Next, sum of P terms is Q, sum of Q terms is P, then sum of P plus Q terms is minus P plus Q. This is shortcut. Sum of P terms is Q and sum of Q terms is P, then sum of P plus Q terms is minus P plus Q is the answer. So, without doing, we will say, now I will say for you 10 terms, sum of the 10 terms in AP is 20, sum of 20 terms in AP is 10, then what is the sum of these 30 terms? Now, what is the answer? Minus 30 is the answer, because 10 plus 20 is minus 30. Next, A1, A2, A3 are in AP, B1, B2, B3 are in AP. So, if I add this to A1 plus B1, A2 plus B2, A3 plus B3, those are also in AP. So, this is the most very important concept for our IIIT exam. So, and also PolySet and also APRGC and also other competitive exams. So, if you like these videos, you just like it. If you want to share it, you can share it. If you want to make your friends join in our groups, so make them to join. And thank you very much for watching. So, Gauri Smart Channel, and also write the test which is given in the description and send the marks. Thank you very much. Bye bye.